Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 India Edition, where we're looking at the brand new airport we created on our bypassing kind of relief line, as we're now calling it, from Nagpur to Hyderabad. We built a line that connected up Hyderabad to Nagpur, simple back and forth, because these two cities had the most amount of people waiting to go between two destinations, and our high-speed trains are already filled with capacity before they even got there. So we built a relief line, which has worked, but we need to add more capacity to it, and to make it more attractive, we stuck an airport in the middle, so passengers can hop on and off, travel to where they need to go to, larger destinations, again, to take a little bit of pressure off our high-speed train line, and at the same time, boys, kind of funnel them onto our relief line. Now, by doing that, has worked dramatically. My relief line, which is called Line 24, still got to rename it, is still getting slightly overwhelmed. There's a lot of, well, when a train arrives in Nagpur, there's a lot of passengers waiting. It fully loads up, which is having a negative knock-on effect when it comes to the airport, because this train now arrives, as you can now see, and it stops off in just a moment. Not that many people get off because obviously they're wanting to all go to Nagpur. This train, nobody got off. So that means nobody is getting picked up to go to Hyderabad. So this line could do with an extra train. That's all I'm going to say. An extra train. Right. We'll see how that goes, and we'll come back a little bit later to find out what's going down. There's one more thing I've got to do. Before I tell you what we're doing in today's episode. That is, in New Delhi, we have a lot of people waiting for Line 9. Now, the train gets over here. There's a lot of people waiting there. I'm not sure there's many people over in these areas, but this line here needs an upgrade as well. We're going to manage the trains to replace them with our electric multicars is what we want. We've been utilizing these ones here with 115. We're going to go straight for the juggler right now with 198. Now, that does increase my capacity by 160. So let's see how that does moving forward as well. Right, guys, welcome back to Transport Fever 2 India Edition right now. If you are enjoying this series, please make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new so you get notified when more episodes do come out. Now, what are we doing today? Well, I'm about to cause even more chaos. A lot more chaos. Now, remember a while back when we built Mumbai up to what it actually is right now? It is looking absolutely huge. The city has since started to grow on an extra tier up on the mountain, but the problem is the road network doesn't attach apart from here. I'm going to sort that out to make it attach a little bit better, and then we might do some kind of transportation route to bring people down. But basically, what I want to do is I want to utilize the harbour, not now just for cargo, but also for passengers. And what I'm going to do, we already have our coastal run going down the train line, so it doesn't really make much sense to run ships coming across. But we don't really have much public transport, if any public transport, in this part of the sub-Indian continent. We've got Karachi over here. We've got Chabahar. I'm really bad at... guys, am I getting better with my name pronunciations? Please let me know in the comment section down below. But all these places don't have any public transport, which I thought would be great to utilize a shipping route going all the way down. Now, that's going to take some doing. I'm going to try and create like a nice little hopscotch route. We got... a harbour over here, which we can utilise in Chab there. We're going to bring it along and see how many cities we can kind of majorly connect up, leading over to Mumbai, which will bring a lot more people to it, making these lines a little bit more busy. Yes, big game plans, boys. Big game plans. Right, we'll come back to Mumbai a little bit later, but I'm not going to do every city. Okay, we're not going to do every city. I think I'm going to skip a city, because eventually we will build some form of a train line connecting in. So already over here, we seem to have Chab pretty much all set up, but it has nothing set for us for when it comes to the passenger side. So we're going to delete this one here. I'm going to put a passenger section just down like that. But I think the landing's outside of navigatable waters, so we're going to have to kind of slightly jig this. So if I go to terraforming and I go to flatten and I bring up the brush size, And let's see. I think it might be to do with... that depot here being... let me delete this. Let me delete you. Are you hindering me? That's all I want to know. Are you hindering me right now? It's still out of navigable water, so I feel like we might have to push this back quite a bit. Right, if I just kill it off to there... and let's see what that now does for us. So still out of navigable waters. Is it more the case of... that there actually being how I want it to be? I can't see there being any issues now. Oh, there we go. Right, we've only got one. But for now, that'll be fine. It doesn't really connect much to Chab, so we have to come back and add some form of public transport connections within it. And what we're going to do, we're going to hop cities. So we're going to jump over Guarda, go to Ormara. So we'll go to Ormara, then we'll go to Karachi, then we'll go to Porb here, and then we'll go straight to Mumbai. So it's a 1, 2, 3. It's a 4-city connection on this shipping route. Now, from the get-go, it won't be that popular, but we're going to make it and build it up as much as we can. Not going to every city means I can then build a train line, and then it makes sense for people to also utilize a train line as well. So, my next city then is in Ormara. So let's get right into it, boys. Let's get right into it right now. And, oh, it's actually on a mountain right now, so that's going to be an interesting way to kind of build this. So, terraforming. Let me see what I can do here. Let me smoothie. Guys, you know what time it is right now. It's time for smoothie. Right, we're going to bring a nice kind of bay area out. And it will allow me to not only then ramp down the city, but also give it a lot more room to grow as well. Alright, push this going right round. So let's just go for there for now, and then we're going to have to kind of smoothen this all off. So we can make it kind of gradient itself down nicely. So we've got no issues. I wish we had... Guys, let me know in the comment section down below real quick right now. Is there a mod that gives you more landscaping options where I can make bigger brush sizes? So I feel like these brush sizes aren't really the biggest. And it takes me a lot longer to kind of do what I want to do these days. Right, that doesn't really feel like it's a coastal city at the minute, but it will eventually grow up to it. So, let's implement now a passenger harbour, and we'll place this... where would be a good spot? I'm going to place it just here. Well, that's as far back as I can push it. That's as far back as I can push it right now. So place it there, select it, configure it, and we're going to get rid of the default landing. Cargo, I mean, what cargo does this place take on? Goods. I mean, I could eventually bring stuff over here. I'll just treat it as if it's going to be passenger for now. That's all I'll do. Right, place you down. Bam, bam. That's literally all I want it to do at this moment in time. So landings. Come on, boy. What's taking so long to update? Holy smokes, it takes a while to confirm the placement of a landing, doesn't it? It really does. So bring that to there, and we'll quickly sort out some road. So if I do a road connection first and foremost going here, and then bringing you like that, we should, if I delete this, delete you and delete you, pause before the game decides it wants to try and build something new in. But if I went to roughly there, I'm wondering if I can kind of bend this road around and in. Yes. So that's all it needs to do. It doesn't need to do anything fancy. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to scrap this and redo it myself. Don't need to do anything fancy. I just need it. Oh, do you know what? If that's going to run down to there, This is not the perfect alignment of a city, but it's okay. Alright, bring you to there. That can run down. Can we do it on a bend? To there. Oh, how is that doing that? I mean, you can really now start to see the elevation change. You really can see it. That's the downside of having this town on such a big hill. Well, if we terraform it as much as we can, I've kind of connected to it. We can then use public transport to bring ourselves over here. So it will eventually all work out in the end. Alright, just moving in what I can here. And then pushing this back. It's not perfect, but it's better than what it was. Right, that's my first one. I've got to do a bus route to connect it all up. Then we go into Karachi. Now, Karachi is actually at sea level, which is works out really well for us. And it's actually looking like quite a nice... I like the layout that it's already decided it, it wants to kind of try and be. Oh, and just realized there's actually another town right next door to it as well. So, this should be fairly simple and easy to connect within it. So the only issue I'm going to have then is actually deciding where I want my placement to be right now. Right, this is going to be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. Because you can't rotate it. Oh, I can go large. You can't rotate it freely. You got to make it connect how you want it to connect now. Again, this is going to be something that ultimately is going to have to have some form of public transport on the go. Right, if I trim this like there, surely I can drop in now. A solid connection here for the harbour. Yes. Right, that connects gloriously. We'll still get public transport set up. We'll delete this landing here. And then we'll go nice and big on our own. There we go. So we kind of build them very similar to one another, to what we've done so far. We've just got to wait a gazillion years right now to be able to place down 4 landings. Oh, and now autosave's kicked in at the same time. Now we got to wait a million years. Damn it, autosave. Why you got to get me like that, just like there? Why you got to get me like that? Right, come on. Come on, autosave. Come on. Because my save game is now so big, autosave takes a little bit longer to now actually save the game. Right, there we go. And then we should get our landing, right? Yes. Right, that landing's done as well. Glorious. So like I said, it won't be effective or beautiful enough for people to want to use just yet until I get more public transport linked around all the towns and cities. So we're going to utilize this town here as being the one. The chosen one, boys. Don't need to do any of them towns there because they already hook up to Mumbai via train anyway. And I could create a nice little harbour just here. Now, this is, again, affected by the same issues that it's technically a coastal town, but it's in a mountainous area. So flatten it all off. So flatten here, flatten, and then we're going to just utilize that to smoothen it all out. So it does take a while. I wish we could have bigger brushes to work with. It just takes a little bit longer to kind of get the desired effect. Your boy's just destroying mountains left, right, and center like it's nothing. Alright, smoothing the town a bit more because obviously bringing harbours and people to these areas and public transport connections does mean it's going to grow the city a bit more. Right. Harbour. Now I'm just going to drop this here. And then we'll just kind of roughly decide how the rest of it is going to connect. So this road comes out And we'll allow that to continue to go down. So we'll first bring it to there. Allow it to continue. Now it does form a connection for us. But I like then for it to run diagonally. Which I could choose to run into there, or I could create a connection directly in here. And allow the city to decide how it then chooses to grow from this. Right, we're going to configure this and go for the painful task of getting all these landings back in. This time we don't have autosave to kick us in the booty, but we're all good, we're all good, we're all good. Come on, come on, come on. There we go, there we go. And Mumbai should be all now connected anyway. There's no issues with Mumbai. We already have a couple of landings. Let me just double check. Yeah, we already have a couple of landings already set up for the passenger side of things. So we're all okay there. So, without doing anything additional, let's just create the route first. So create the line on the passenger side to there, to there, to there, to there. And we treat it like a train line, and it goes back on itself and back again. So each of these stops then, we need to make sure that they can utilize all the harbors. So if there's multiple ships trying to dock at the same time, and if one dock is busy, then they have a couple of additional options to then choose from. So theoretically, on some of them that have 4 docks, we can load and unload 4 ships at once. But Chab's only got 1 connection at the moment, so they're the ones that are going to lose out the most. But it's not the end of the world until we kind of, you know, play around with it a little bit more. But that will do. Now, what I will do is I will buy, and I need the ships. I will buy the boats now for it, and then slowly go around and start fine-tuning everything. So when it comes to passenger, there's a couple of options I can go for. If I do it based on top speed, because that's what's really going to help us, hovercrafts are great, but it's such a long distance for hovercrafts to travel. So the better option will be the Damon Ferry. 100 people, which is really good. And I'm gonna buy 8 of them. I know it seems a bit over the top at the minute, but I feel like that would be the perfect amount once this line is fully up and running and has maximum passengers. Right now it doesn't, and it won't. So we've got a lot of work that we now need to do. So just allow them boats to come out and just do their thing for a minute. We'll come back to these places in just a moment and see what we can do to then make them a lot more efficient. I want to first now focus on Mumbai here. Now, as much as I would like to get rid of this mountain, I still kind of technically want to keep it. I'm just going to try and smoothen it off a little bit. So we're going to try and create some roads that lead up for easier access, so I can eventually create a nice passenger route that goes around here and transports people all around the town. So let me just first smoothen this as much as I can, just to make this transition a little bit easier. But it's never going to work. It's never ultimately going to work. Now, it would be cool if I delete now some stuff. Alright, delete you, unfortunately. It will grow back, don't worry. It would be cool if we could have, I'm going to delete that road there, this road connect directly up to that road. But I know the elevation change is going to be absolutely wild. So, oh, it does it. The elevation's not too bad. That can work. So if I confirm that, right, and if I delete you and delete you, where can we now get these little connections coming in? So that will go to there. Now that's going to be way too high. The more connections I can get in, the better for us. I know I'm deleting quite a bit, but it will eventually all grow back. And Mumbai is going to be this city on a mountain. It is going to turn out to be the city on a mountain, boys. Oh, the slope's too much there. That would have been glorious. That would have been glorious, and it is technically that like almost the perfect connection to kind of bend it all the way around. And now all of a sudden, this has got these big road connections that link it all up. If I terraform all the middle bits right and create staggered stages, we can get a lot of buildings in these areas. So all of a sudden, it's become quite accessible, you know, in reality. Now, if I just delete all, I'm going to delete a lot more of Mumbai right now, which is unfortunate. But it's all to get these connections in. And we're going to go, oh, that's got to do, we got to do a lot more. Get rid of the lake here, unfortunately. It was a nice little feature, but it's got to go. It's got to go. Now, that there could be considered pretty steep. So the only way to kind of flatten that out is to delete you and you. To pull it back a bit further. So if I run that... Well, if I first run this... with no land issues to there. And then in. That's a bit better. And I'm really destroying Mumbai, by the way. I really am destroying it. But there's a reason behind it. Right, I've got to get rid of all of this. It will grow back before you say anything. It will grow back better than ever before. Right, road connections. You're going to go. Can I do straight now? So running this straight to... I mean, it's never going to be perfectly straight, but I'm more concerned about the terrain. So it all needs to level up. Actually, let me do this one here first. So that would go there. No underground stuff because I want buildings. You to there. We're going to try and our best right now to create a what will be considered like an uphill grid. And it's a shame that can't go all the way up, but we'll do a connection here because the elevation change is kind of slightly wild. Oh no, we might be able to do this. Okay, that's worked out really well. Not perfect, but just go with it, okay? Just go with it. Right, I think we need to do a little bit more terraforming here. If I then smoothen all these little areas out, so it won't be flat, it'll just be a nice gradient angle, which helps the building of Mumbai. Right, wait for it to catch up with itself. So that now is a lot more builder friendly. You know what I mean? And if I run this across like that, and then the terrain in, oh, autosave's kicking in. So that now becomes a lot more builder friendly. We'll be able to get a lot more buildings there, and I've got to do the same to all this area as well. I don't want to press play yet, because the city will start growing back. I've destroyed so much of Mumbai. Well, I promise you, it will be bigger and better than ever before. It really will. It really will. Right, let's just smoothen this off. Because this is now quite harsh in this area. And then smoothing all you off. There's so much smoothing I've now got to do. The smoother the better, boys. Really will then help us build more in this area. Alright, that's as much as I'm going to do here for now. Some of it, you're not going to win everywhere. Alright, smoothing all this. It does take a bit of a while. Smoothing all that. I'll let the city decide how it wants to then approach the growth again. So, smoothing all of this. This will take a big piece of work right now to get done. go, nice and round. Bringing it all down. And you got to bring it slightly up on that one side. So, like I said, it's a lot more builder friendly. And now all of a sudden, roads can lead up. We can create loops going around. I just want to do something in this area. And I think we are then going to be okay. So, delete you. Delete you. Is that too much of a... That's way too much of a drop here, isn't it? I think I'm going to delete you, just to see if there is any way, shape, or form. Yes, I can get a connection here. Right, and then... The slope is too much, apparently. Right, if I can slightly bring this out, and then drop it dramatically down, and then create a bend going up and into it, getting rid of any mountainous or bridges, because all I'm thinking in my head is how I can create a circular route going around. There is an outer route just there, but I wonder if I can deal with... And it's difficult to see because... Right, that's way too high. Let me delete this and this. Right, the train line is getting in my way. Right, if I went to here with this, and that's as low as I can make it go to run down. Right, it leads everywhere. It's not great, it's not perfect, but it leads everywhere. Right, smoothing as much of this as I can. You're not going to get much out of that. Alright, do as much as I can here. I can't believe how much I've deleted of Mumbai. They're going to hate me. They're going to hate me, but once they see how big their city's going to be and how they're then going to have a decent public transportation system, they will then love me. They will then love me, boys. Right, sorry Mumbai, but I had to do this. I had to do this because you're built on such a big mountain. It will grow back. Before you say anything, it will grow back. So, Mumbai, what do I give you? Do I give you a bus route or do I give you trams? I think I'm going to give you trams. I'm going to be nice and invest in a tram system for you. Right, so, buildings, bus and tram. How big we talking? How big we talking? How big do I go? Where do I place it all is the question. Right, pause again. I'm going to do more deleting. Because I'm going to get this to run... Oh, let's go straight. You to run there. In the hopes that I can squeeze in the trams here. Now, before you say anything, I know I've just deleted so much more than I needed to. But this allows me to have the trams so central to the train station. Now, it technically doesn't reach the harbour, which is what I needed to do more than anything. How am I going to set that up? Right, that might be my next issue. Is I needed this to touch this. It touches the train station, which is great. But if it can also touch the harbour, that's even better for me. So I wonder if I can trick the game and the harbour into thinking it's more connected than what it actually is. I just got to wait 20 years right now for a connection to take place. And I can't go backwards. Can I do a smaller landing? So I can do a smaller landing here. I'm just trying to, you know, trick the... To be honest with you, I don't need to do this because I just realised something. What else I can do? I can just add a tram stop down here. Why am I making it difficult? Why am I seeing it as that is the only way to kind of get over here? I just don't like how it's there, though. I feel like I need to have something over here for it. So, configure and have a passenger landing. Because I can't get that there. What about a cargo? Cargo's way too big as well. I could do the... Alright, come on. There we go. Those in just there. To bring this slightly out... I'm trying not to destroy one of those buildings. Right, if I can have a stop around here, we're all good. Oh, this is stressful, isn't it, guys? Right, back into play mode then, because now we can place down some tram stops. So, bus and tram stop right now. We've got a stop here, which covers quite a wide radius. So if I do a stop there, and then we come around this way, a stop... there and there, a stop there and there. Leading into this way, a stop here and here. Right, where am I going with this? I reckon we'll do a stop there and there. We'll do a stop just up here and here. So coming down, stop there and there. We'll go down this way, which gives us a stop there and there. And then rummaging through, we'll do a stop here and here. So that... I'm looking at where the coverage reaches. That should kind of give us the main core of this area. And that's the important stop there for the crisscross, because the passenger landings are here, so it makes sense for them to walk out this side, as tricky and as difficult as it may be. Right, new line. Let's get right into this. So we'll have one going one way, one going the other. Now, I think this is going to be quite a busy couple of lines here, is the best way to put it. Because of how Mumbai is now going to be transformed with all of these passengers making their way over. So now go back the opposite way. And then I'm going to have to set up the tram roads. To there. Just to here. Now, when it's on the Mumbai halt, it needs to be able to utilise all the platforms. I've got so many lines I've got to rename. I can't believe I've not renamed them all and I've let it go this long. Holy cow, there is 30 lines I've now got to rename. That's a wild amount, isn't it? That is a wild amount. Right, that would do. Let me now just quickly set up the upgrades for the roads then. So we got to do tram tracks. And let's see what we can do here. So bam, bam. To here. Running it down. And, oh, autosave's got me again. Always gets me in the worst time. It always gets me when I'm doing something. Right? Always gets me when I'm doing something. Right, we haven't seen any passenger boats yet, have we? Make their way over here. How far have the passenger boats got? They're only now just making their way down. They kind of disperse in all different directions, so eventually they will be all evenly spaced out. So, up we go with all of this. Turning. Down, down. Oh, hello. Bam. Bam. Tricky little S there, shenanigans. Let me double check that this is all okay. Yes, it should be fine. Right, we need, building-wise now, a tram depot. And I'm just going to place it over here. I'm going to place it just there. And we're going to buy some trams. So do it by capacity. I want the biggest and the best. We're going to buy 5 to go on line 29. And 5 to go on line 30. Right. Solid, mate. Absolutely solid right now. That'll make a lot of stuff very happy. So these do connect now to this, which is perfect. So that gives us the tram connection to the harbour. So people can make their way over there right now. And it's just a case of now playing the waiting game. We have not only picking up passengers. Oh, there's actually a lot of passengers already there. But also now slowly dispersing them. So a lot of these towns don't make any sense right now with the way I've implemented their stops. That's where you have to go through each and every single one of them and fine-tune them a little bit better. Now, Mumbai has just taken a big hit. I do apologise for this. But it will now grow back bigger than better than ever. Now, is Mumbai a city that is receiving any of its products? No. No, it's not. So, is there anywhere nearby to which I can create an industry to feed it with what it needs? It needs food, which, I mean, technically, we've got food over here. We've got a food line over here. Where is that food factory? It's not even that maxed out, which is going back and forth down to here. Like I said, not even that maxed out. Now, I could get it set up to where we're going to be feeding Mumbai as well. Not quite sure how that's going to work for us. Actually, no, I could do it quite easy. So I can get it to kind of run on this line there. So, do we still have we still have a steam train here. So let me upgrade this steam train, which is doing pretty consistently well. But we're now going to manage the vehicle. And we're going to replace it. Because what we're going to do now is going to be so dramatic. Right. Is electric? No, we're going to have to go diesel because of how cheap it is. We'll go with this one. Cargo-wise, it's gondolas we need. So it currently holds 91. We'll get to do 200. No, we'll get to do 240. No, 200. Because it's not really particularly a far distance it needs to travel. Right. And what we'll now do is we'll kind of set it up to where we can have a train going back and forth to Mumbai to feed it with food. Because I feel like now I've destroyed so much of Mumbai, I kind of need to now give it its goods for it to start to grow back. So the reality is I've got to create something here that can pick up, bend out. So how much of this can I delete here? So if I deleted that much, I'm wondering if I can then implement track-wise. So if I just went to here with this, so it's not a full set of tracks. But is that enough then to then run out here? Now, obviously we'll set up a back and forth line. Just to there, which needs to link in to here. Now, if I quickly set up the signals, just there, like that, because you never know if you're going to get two trains. You don't know how busy this area is technically going to be. And then we just create another new line from here, leading down, and it will have to share one of these platforms. So what I'll do, it shares... Oh, these ones here. Okay, so Mumbai will say that it has to share any of them four, whatever's available and free. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. Does it make sense? It kind of comes down this way. I mean, it could have gone down there, but it's chose to go this way. And it's also decided to not utilize both sides, which I find really weird, unless that's just the way the kind of the train lines been forced to kind of work? What's going on here? Ah, we only have one crissy-crossy over. Now, do I want it to utilise that, or... I mean, there's less wood trains, you would say, wouldn't you? So by doing that, it makes the yellow line then share it. It could run down there, but then it kind of gets hit with the multiple lines there. So it's probably better to be on this side. There's less trains on this line than there is this line. So that does make a little bit more sense. Now, where's the rail yard to create a train for it? Where is the closest one? We have a dead-end track here that does turn to go that way, so that kind of makes sense to quickly just drop one here. Excuse me, get back here, you fool. Spin it right round. And we'll just quickly create one. So, it will stay diesel. Cargo-wise, it just needs then to carry food, which is being a box car. And I'll do a 200 capacity for that. I know the other engine is also 200 capacity, but hold out for just a moment. It's got a longer distance to travel, so... You're kind of hoping, boys. With the distance it travels, that can go back and forth a lot more easier. So that then, this little boy over here right now should be able to now start producing for Mumbai. So I'm not sure how long we're going to have to wait. I think I set it up correct, right? Unless there's no consumers for the food in Mumbai. Does that train station not reach any Mumbai consumers? Oh, I bet you it doesn't. You ready for this? Oh, no, it should do. Yeah, so why are we not getting anybody wanting food? Have I done the right... Oh, have I done the right... Oh, hold on. Is there multiple trains on this line? Oh, snap. There actually is. Well, let me sell the other two. Oh, I've sold them too. Right, where's that train that I've just created? No, that should be right. Am I missing something here that I haven't done correctly? Line 31. Manage the vehicle. Edit. Yeah, that carries food. So why is this not producing for Mumbai? Now, this train station reaches a vast area. Maybe it has to complete the route first before it to start working, but it should. Why is this not producing food for me? What's going on? Mumbai, do you not want any food? Is that what it is? Do you just not want any food right now? What's going on? What is actually going on right now? Also, is this one of those buildings that can't be upgraded? No, auto upgrade is on. I'm very confused. I am very confused. So it should load nothing but food, and in Mumbai it unloads nothing but food. Is the answer. It definitely is the answer right now. It's not because the way we've got it set up, is it? Let me put platforms on this side as well. It literally should be producing vast amounts of food right now for Mumbai. Am I losing my mind? Where's the train? Is it heading back out? Yes. It's officially heading back out. Has he got to complete the route before? Guys, what's going on here? Is it because... Oh, hold on. Is it because this needs to be at this end? Hold on. Okay, let me try something here. Let me quickly try something. So let me configure this station. It might be because I have to be right at the end of it. If that makes sense. Cargo buildings. Yeah, that might be the reason. Right, I've got an issue now because I can't. Right, this is now a problem. Right, hold on. I think I know what the reason is. So let me flatten it all. And then smoothing it. Okay. Right, building-wise. Cargo. No, we'll do this miscellaneous building. No, I do need cargo buildings on for the size of the quantities and all that. So I might just place you down there. Can't put that across because it completely kills off that. I could do them there. And then streetwise, if I go for the smaller boy. And then that goes there. That goes there. That now touches all three. Right, if this is the reason behind it, then we are geniuses. Well, what have I done? Right, will this now produce? Will it, won't it? This is still not doing it. What have I got to do here to make it produce food? That train's now on the way back. Have I done something wrong here that I don't know what I've done? Because that line... that reaches this. This can produce food for Mumbai. The line... hold on, let me get back in. The line right now, the yellow line, goes all the way down into here. Right? This has a big radius. Some of these buildings here want food that are connected to this train station. What is going on right now? What is going on? Why are you not producing food for Mumbai? Am I losing my marbles? Or am I losing my marbles? Wait, hold on. Now it is. Wait, what? Now it's doing it? Is it because of that road? It was connected before. Oh, don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me right now. Right, now we're officially producing. After that mental breakdown I just had, we're now officially producing. It doesn't even stick itself on the platform either. Right, there we go. Mumbai's now getting food. God damn it, game. God damn it right now, you fools. Mumbai, you will now grow back. You will now slowly grow back with food being delivered. Now, it also does require, like, construction materials. Now, the closest construction material section... There is, over here, a system that we could create and set up, but it's a little bit too far for us. Is there anything a bit closer inwards? There's over here. That needing stone from over there. I could set that up and then bring it down, but again, it all feels a bit too far for us. So we might have to figure something out that would be better for us anyway. But before we do anything then, how is Hyderabad and Nagpur right now? So, Hyderabad, it's the Hin to Tin, this line, which is still super busy. I do have lots of trains on it, but by the looks of it, it's still not enough. I've just duplicated 2 more trains for it, just to kind of help us out. The Nagpur one, right, we have successfully reduced the amount of passengers right now waiting. So that's worked out really well. Right, that's worked. How is New Delhi looking? That line 9. Still making money just about. Has worked as well. But what line here is overloaded? Oh, the airport line. Yeah, it does make sense. Now it is bringing a lot more people back and forth. So let's replace this with the multi-electric unit of the 198. The dual stock. That instantly adds over 110 more passengers on a train. That will now get people moving. That'll work out for us, boys. Is New Delhi still growing? It's still growing on the charts. Yikes. What is its target size is huge now. I feel like we should get rid of the river. Don't you dare say it, Seniac. Don't you dare say it right now. Don't you dare say it. Right. Only time will tell right now. Oh, it's got 100 people on that line. This line so far is... Oh, okay. It is making money. It is making money. We've got a ship on the way in right now. Only time will tell how well this will now become. This is now producing food for us. Kind of. It's one of those things that will take time to kind of get up and running. But it's got 1 food available, apparently. Mumbai doesn't require much, by the looks of it. Still not sure what's going down with it. Haven't got a clue, boys. Haven't got a clue. That is the train that brings the food. It's on the way back. It did make some money, but not really much. Weird one, right? Weird one. But we are going to end it there. We'll see what is going on. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that train. I don't know whether the food area over here needs to be completely leveled up for those transport numbers. It could be this being hindered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to manage these vehicles real quick. We're going to replace... Actually, I'm going to sell 2 of them. And replace one of them with... Is it by capacity? So 35, replace you. I could have gone electric, but nah. Rajamundi, get rid of 2. Replace you with a big boy. That will soon increase the transport numbers. That will soon increase. Where are these places going? Rajamundi is all the way over here. Oh, wait, did it go that far? Wait, really? Hyderabad's to there. Yeah, it really does go that far. I mean, it does go a little bit of a shorter distance. But yeah, it does go that far. Right, we might need to actually we'll place on more than we think. I'll duplicate a second then. I'll duplicate a second. Hyderabad, I think will be okay. I think that one will be okay. Right. Hopefully we can get these numbers leveled up. For it to level up, so it has more rate of production. So we can create more for Mumbai. That's all we can hope for, boys. It's all we can hope for. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, please smash that like button down below. Until next time, I see you all soon. So, goodbye.